Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives. Oh, sending you some greetings. Here we are at Thursday, and the weekend is upon us. How are you doing? It seems like there's so many things going on right now, and I'm sure you're probably aware. And I'm hoping that you are taking care of yourself. We have the protesting because of the verdict of Brianna. And of course, voting season has begun. People are starting to vote. And just a lot of things that are going on. People are sick. The numbers are surging. It is a lot. And so I just want to send you some greetings and send you some love, because we do need love and peace. And we are probably going to have to go to our toolkit this weekend a little bit more, because there is a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotions that are stirring up anger and all sorts of feelings. And of course, we talked about emotions setting the tone for our mood, and then our mood deciding on our temperament. But right now, we're trying to be in charge and manage that, because anxiety and depression is also up. All of these things are not actually the best thing for our well-being, our emotional well-being. So I'm just coming to you this evening just to have you just be still and focus on those things that impact you, and listen to yourself and be safe. I saw an advertisement for a book, and I don't even remember what the book was about, what the title was, but what struck me was the little circle on it that said Pandemic Edition. And I thought, Pandemic Edition, publishers are getting their books out. I don't know if it had anything to do with tips on how to go forward during this time, but anything relating to pandemic, when we think about it, causes our heart to beat a little faster, or causes a little bit of anxiety, because it's usually not good. It usually is another challenge for us. It's another adversity experience. And so I just want to mention this in my video tonight. This is our pandemic edition, just as a reminder that we have learned and have been focusing on what to do to handle and manage the change, the uncertainties in our life. And wow, things just the surges continue to go up, and we're trusting that we together are healing. We together are observing all those protocols that are going to keep us well. And so think about your peace, safeguarding your peace. Yesterday we were excited about one thing, and we were looking at doing those things that helped us to pause, and knowing that every day we have to press pause. We have to take a break, because we have to somehow do things that elicit those joy hormones, in spite of the fact that we're going through trying times. brings to mind this book that was written by Frankl, the person who was a Holocaust survivor. He wrote a book about search for meaning in your life, but I was surprised to see his follow-up book on Say Yes to Life. And here is a person who had all the things that went wrong, and he still felt in all of his lectures that there is a need to say yes to life. And so I'm encouraging you in this little short nugget that in spite of all that we are facing, we want to live, to thrive. That's what we're doing, this virtual connection. We want to live and we want to thrive in spite of all of the systemic racism and all of what we hear that triggers all sorts of emotions, and the rising and surging of this pandemic. It just doesn't seem to get better. It could get better, but it's going to take a united effort. Now there are long lines. People have started to vote, and there's emotions out there. But we're going to hang in there. We're going to stay strong and remember those things that calm us. We know what they are. We know ourselves. We trust ourselves. I trust you. We're loving. We know that for us, this togetherness is love. We know we have our vital friends. We know to call on someone if we need to hear a voice that's going to help us settle. There are so many that are having health issues. Health issues are impacted by stress, and it's just a cycle. Our body is so well made that it's like a domino effect. So I would probably revisit the Think on Those Things That Are Lovely. It seems so lightweight, but in the thinking on those things that are lovely, we are again influencing our mood, our emotions. And that emotion is what we're trying to get down, because if we get depressed, then that's going to lower our immune system. And if we get anxious, that's going to impact our health too. So be encouraged. Have a good weekend, an intentional weekend. Put your plan in place. If plan A is not working this weekend, go to plan B, because we have learned to accommodate and adapt. We've learned not to let adversity paralyze us and get us into that place of stuckness. So know that you are loved. I'm thinking about you, and we're going to make it through this weekend, and we're going to make it through all of these pandemics and all of these things that are going on, because stuff is happening always in life. But together, we'll be all right. So good night. Know that I'm thinking about you. And until next time, we'll talk again. Be safe.